Hey, hey, hey. Happy Monday? Yeah, today's Monday. Happy Monday. So what have I been doing thus far? I got a late start because I just didn't feel like going out. A little bum about something. But I end up, nothing was on Shipt, nothing was on Instacart. The sun is going to kill everything. But I end up doing turning on Grubhub and Uber Eats. I got Uber Eats first, so I did an Uber Eats order. Sorry about this light, y'all. And after I did the Uber Eats, I turned on Grubhub, got a Grubhub order, so I turned off Uber Eats. And then I dropped that order off, and I said to myself, I'm just gonna go pick up the stuff I need and then go home. But I left Grubhub on, and I got a Grubhub order, and it's to that freaking specialty restaurant. And so I prayed to the food gods that the person who ordered this food is not far from this restaurant. And the food gods was not on my side, y'all. So I wonder how far this person is from this restaurant. But I know I'm going to be turning this Grubhub off when I drop this food off, with hopes that nothing comes in. I'm trying to keep my rating where it's at because they be getting mad at me. So, yes. And what I'm bummed about is because I signed up for Weight Watchers. See, I've heard successful stories and so on and so forth. They have a plethora of recipes, and I was like, let me get on this. So let me see if I can, get this right. And I was motivated, and then I lost the motivation. And my coworker, she didn't know I lost the motivation, so she signed back up for Weight Watchers. And so she was so excited. And then when I told her, girl, I'm about to cancel this, she was like, no, let's do it together. Let's try it out. And I'm like, darn it. Now I got to be committed. So this recipe I'm making today, it had all the goodness, but it was not the best choices. Therefore, I did look up a similar recipe on the app, the Weight Watchers app, and I had to change two items in order to make this a worthwhile recipe that it won't eat up all my little points. So yes, so I'm definitely bummed about that, because have you ever had on your mind about making something you never made before, and everybody been raving about it, and you're like, oh, I can't wait, and then it doesn't happen? Yeah, this is how it is. So this better turn out good. I don't know who I'm going to fight, but I'm going to fight somebody. But it better turn out good. I'm 100% sure I will not show back up on the screen today. It is always nice chatting with you all. And have a great day. See you in the next. Hey, y'all. So I wasn't going to record today because happy Sunday. Let's start there. I wasn't going to record today because I really haven't been doing any side gigs. I think I did one, maybe 2 days, and I say probably like an hour, or it wasn't even that much to talk about, I don't believe. So I really can't remember if I did anything yesterday. I felt like I did something yesterday, but I can't remember. But so today I decided to pick up an Instacart at a place at Costco's. And the Costco's closest to us is like 30 minutes away. And the reason why I decided to pick that order up because of how much it was, one. Two, I needed to try to find a way to meet my goal. Instacart had some kind of promo, but I'm still unclear exactly what it means. Like, are they going to add the 52, or they just guarantee you at least can make 52? So that really didn't make any sense to me. So my goal is to meet my goal, and if I happen to meet Instacart goal, great, but I'm not betting on it. So yeah, so the earlier at Costco's, you can go in early, and so I had to read through it. I never did it at Costco's, but I remember seeing something. So after doing my own little investigation, I determined I can go in early. They give you this little paper vest. It was really unclear how long I had to actually work. So now I know that I have until 9:50 to check out, or I have to leave the store and come back like with the rest of the people. So with that being said, I think the only benefit for me ever going back to Costco is to get a order that's early. And she said something about only shopping 2 aisles, but that didn't make any sense to me either, because it's like everybody's stuff is not in 2 aisles. So it was like a lot of unclear situations going on here. But I was able to muddle through it. I did have to refund one of the customers 2 items. I haven't checked to see if he was even the customer that was tipping, because what was weird about this order, it was a double order. One order was due at like 10, but the other order said it wasn't really due until 1. So I was all types of confused. So I end up making it enough time to pick my son up, drop him off, and I picked up another double order. It was at the store that I always dread, but I felt like something was going to be different. And I know what was different was my technique. So let me tell you. So I was watching Jen on the Go, and she was showing like things that she has to make her shops a little bit easier. And I'm like, okay, bet. And so I looked into them, and I was like, do I want to spend money? Not really, not right now. But she was showing these little clips that you can actually, I guess, attach to the carts, like so you can have 2 carts versus 1, and it makes it a lot easier. Well, I didn't have them, but I had these little trusty things. Let me tell you, these things I bought because they had came in like a multi-pack, like with these big ones and then these little ones and everything like that. What had happened years ago, like not this car, not the car before this, but the car before that, like one winter, my trunk, like the lock froze to the point that when I had, like, it popped open and shut it down, I actually had broke the little latch piece because it was like frozen. And so they didn't have no appointments for like a couple days, and then my schedule didn't work, so I ended up buying these, and the whole pack, and I was using that to keep my trunk down because I didn't want it to pop up. So when I did the reorganization of my actual trunk, like buying the stuff, I remember to put these items back in my trunk, and luckily I had them. So instead of doing the big cart, using my bags and putting the stuff in, I decided that the stores that have the smaller carts, this will work better. I mean, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's so smart. Oh, that's so smart." I'm like, yeah, it is. I wish I would have known months ago. Maybe I would have loved coming to y'all store. But these 2 customers were awesome. I'm on my way to head to drop the other customer items off. She does not live close to this customer, so I have to actually, the first customer lived closer to the store, like 6 minutes. This customer actually, I would say, lives 14 minutes from the store. So I just passed the store to go to this customer's house. So, yeah, and they were responding. And when I needed to make replacements, they was like, yeah, that'll work. So it felt good. They were really nice. I took like a buku of pictures because I just can't have another missing item. This guy gonna send me that email. Now this, I haven't had a missing item since October 25th reported. And it sent me this email that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, talking about we value customers make Instacart. And I was like, really? I have a thing about companies who devalue their employees or even at contractors. Like, I have a issue with that, like a deep-seated issue with that. So much I have spoken to higher ups when they have said something that was like, nah. Excuse me? These employees, people out here risking their lives, for you to send an email to tell me who you value? Okay. So I was like, so I responded to them, and then what I decided to do, I reported all those missing items fraud. Like, because first of all, I don't steal. 2, I check every bag, and I always tie them up so nothing is rolling around old girl's car. So even if that's the fact, like, say if no bags were open, no bags were closed and things were rolling around, I would have found it by now and it would have been returned. Okay, so that ain't happening on this side. It ain't happening in these cars. So for a customer to do that is like, it burns my biscuits. And so I've been like really careful and selective. And what I have learned is it's all in how the customer is responding. And so, like I said, that it was this shop, these 2 individuals, both were responding. The customer A that I just left had a few items that needed replacing, and then customer B as well. But they were both was like, okay, we'll take that. All of their bags were able to be tied up, except for one did have like a little small can of stuff, but every other bag was tied up. So, and I took pictures when I was in the store and the stuff in the cart. I was took pictures. I asked the young lady if she would hold off with scanning things. I took them while I was on the belt. Yeah, I'm taking them when I'm delivering. It's on and popping. Instacart. It's on and popping. So yeah, I did turn on Grubhub, and then I looked on Instacart, and it was this double order, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Like I said, you live and you learn, and the thing about it with me and how I feel is that they're just dishonest people in the world, and that's just who they are. And it's one thing when a company doesn't speak up for you. And so, like, yeah, I don't want to go on a rant, but it's going to be a straight rant. But yeah, so I really just want to make up this week because I really hadn't been doing anything but planning for my trip. Additionally, I don't plan on doing anything next week. And let me tell y'all, I be up there lying to myself all the time. I say I'm not gonna do anything, and then I click on the app and I see something and I grab it. But I really, really, really have a lot of things that I have to do. Additionally, there's 2 items that should be on my front door soon, because I broke my phone mount for my video recording, and I wanted a new. You see how that happened? Y'all see my double chin? I wanted a new phone mount for the car so y'all can stop seeing this little chinny chin of the fat face girl. Yeah, and then additionally, like, I be seeing stuff and y'all can't see it because it sits low in my car. So I would love to have something that's up. And I did purchase one that I had seen a couple side giggers have. But the way that my car is made, it didn't work. And I need another thing is the reason why I want a different kind is because right now I'm shooting a portrait. And I am not the editing queen. I am not well versed in that. So it takes a lot out of me. And I was like, if I can do these videos and don't have to do that much editing, other than putting them together and transitioning them, this will be so much better. So what I learned is that in portrait view, when I tried to turn it around, it gets those bars on the side. And I have a computer software that I've been trying to learn, but I just feel like it's taking too much too much out of me to do that. So I'd rather get a different type of foam out in my car, and then I'll be able to turn it around to the landscape view, and voila, no more extra editing. So yeah, so I'm waiting for those 2 items to be shipped to me, and then we'll go from there. Oh, that nice car. But yeah, so I'm going to end it here. Like I said, that most of the video may be just me talking today, because I just, didn't shop really this week. I'm going to check when I close out, and I'm going to actually see if I did anything, and then if I can remember what it was. But until next time, peace. Okay, so by the time I got home, the item that I was waiting for was waiting for me. So I took a short break, ate something, and right now I'm testing it out. Now, for me personally, where I want to sit it at, it's not sitting currently because I can't get it off of the thing that I put it back on. It's like you can do the windshield and you can do the dash, and right now I got it in the middle of the dash at this time. So we'll see how I go. So at this current time, I did pick up 2 Shipt delivery only orders at a store called, I think it's Bye Bye Baby, if I'm not mistaken, and I believe it is owned by Baby R Us, Toys R Us brand, whoever those people are. But one is I have to deliver in Charlotte, the other one I have to deliver in Huntersville. So the store is in Concord, so that's where I'm headed to at this current time. And I have seen them, but it never interests me because, again, this is another specialty store. So individuals from far away can ask for this particular item. Okay? So, but like I said, I'm trying to reach goals here, so I'm taking them as they come. Instacart was slow. There was nothing on there that was close enough, and I wouldn't want to drive far out to shop at this current time. I don't mind delivering something far, but at this current time, actually shopping is not ideally. There was a good one for like $23, but the only reason why I decided not to grab that one was because it had alcohol. And right now I just want to drop the items off and keep it moving. I'm not really interested in having to verify IDs today. So yeah, so that's all. We'll see how it goes. If I hit any bumps, if it falls, so on and so forth, we'll find out. We will. I did find with this thing, it's kind of like hard. It's gonna take me a while to try to navigate. My other one, I could just do a simple twist. This one is, you gotta click, 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 then twist it and everything. But when I do the editing, you'll see the difference and why it was important that I got an item like this. So until next time. Peace. Okay, y'all, I am not about to play with these customers this late at night. It ain't even late at night, but it's dark. I can't see. It's raining. All this because I'm just trying to get $1. That's all. Lord, I had to literally call, I called the customer twice. I texted the customer twice. Just want to deliver your food. And then when I finally, I called Grubhub customer support, they helped me through getting to the customer's house, because they can see where I'm at. So they said, well, you're a little bit away. So I said, I know, because it's a cluster of houses, but I cannot tell if this is part of this street because it's so darn dark. He was like, let's go. The house is a little bit back. So I drive back to the cluster of houses. I go into the little center of the cluster, and he was like, you made it. Is there anything else? Yeah, you can stay on this line, because who want to get shot delivering food? Sir, stay still. And then when I went to go drop the food off, do you know somebody was sitting on the couch? I'm not gonna play with them. Look at here. I'm just trying to meet my goal. I'm so glad the first 2 weeks of November that I was over with my $250 a week, because that's made up the difference for this week. I'm done. I'm going home. I'll let y'all know what I made. And I'm taking this next week off. I don't plan on doing anything but preparing myself to go be with my family. And I hope and I pray that you guys have had a safe, because when you see this, it's going to definitely be after, a safe holiday week and weekend. Peace. Okay, so let's get into what I've earned for the week by first breaking it down on what I've earned in each platform. So let's start with Uber Eats. I only did one trip for $5.63. That was a net fare of $2.69. There was a promotion that I received, and that was like a boost. And so I would earn 50 cents, and the customer left me a tip of $2.44. So that's why the total earnings were $5.63. The next app was in Shipt. I was able to complete 2 orders for $21.17. They were delivery only orders. So if you watch my last video, you will understand that delivery only orders, I do not have a standard on them because I'm not doing any additional work other than picking up the items from the store and delivering them to the customer. I just be mindful of how far I'm going to these different places. So I was able to snag 2. Was very slow in this app for my location. But those 2 I was able to snag, and they were at the same store, and that was a plus. So the next app I earned, or next platform, was Grubhub, and that was $74.05. The delivery pay was $52.75, and the tips were $21.30. They was running a promotion. If you completed 6 orders between the hours of 6 p.m. and your market close, you would get $20. And I did attempt that, but the second order that I had for tonight, it was a negative. I have to learn that when I see those and they're rollover. So it started on Friday. So if I could have done 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, and then 2 today and met the goal, I have to be very mindful of that, especially when I know that I have been not working as much on the side, that I need to take advantage of these promotions the best way I can. So that's what it looks like. I didn't have any crazy stories, no cancellations, so we're good with that. The next platform that I earned money was in Instacart, and it was $117.82. I completed 7 batches. The Instacart payment was $79.07. The tips that has cleared is $4.17, and the pending tips is $34.58. And the reason why they're pending is because there was for today. I did most of my work today. On Friday, I did 1 batch, and it was simple. On Saturday, I did another one, and then the other 5 was today. Now, with Instacart, they also ran a promotion, but theirs was if you completed 5 batches, you were guaranteed the $52. It wasn't added to you completing 52. So that just led me to just want to focus on my goal of trying to reach the 250 for the week. So did I earn it? Oh, the total earnings for the week was $218.67. I am not completely bummed about that, because the last 2 weeks I have been over on my 250 goal. So I'm actually in line with meeting my goal for the week because of that overage, as well as for the month. So as stated before, this upcoming week, I will not be doing any work. I only have 1 more week to try to make up, and that is from the 30th to the 6th, I believe. And the reason why it falls that way is because I count every Monday for the month. So for November, there is 5 Mondays. So I'm
gives me a greater opportunity of trying to get as much money as I can for the month of November.
If you are new to my channel and you would love to be part of my village, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will greatly appreciate that. As well as everyone, go ahead and hit that thumbs up to let them know that I'm here. And if you can share this with your family, friends, and your co-workers. Peace out.